All right, well, we're going to end the week with where we ended yesterday. We're just comparing decimals today using greater than, less than, or equal to signs. On these first few here, I just want to remind you, I don't want you to think about this as 23 and this is 4 and think that 23 is bigger than a 4. Don't do that today. It's not 23 and 4, is it? Because it's after the decimal. So this is really 23 hundredths, and this is really 4 tenths. And if we were to write 4 tenths as an equivalent fraction with hundredths, it would be 40 hundredths, right? It would be 40 hundredths. So 40 hundredths would be bigger than 23 hundredths. So what we're doing, we don't have to do all that. You don't have to write it out and pretend it's a fraction. You just look at the place value. I don't have anything in the ones place in either one, so I go to the next place. The tenths place has a 2, has a 4. A 4 is bigger than a 2, so I know that 4 tenths is bigger than 23 hundredths. Same thing on B. Don't have anything in the ones place on either one, so let's go to the tenths place. I've got a 6 in the tenths place and a 3 in the tenths place, so a 6 is bigger than a 3. This one will make you cross your eyes, but it's easy. Don't have anything in the ones place. Here I have nothing in the tens place, but here I have a 9 in the tens place. So 9 is more than nothing, so that one's bigger. I should say greater than. Okay, look at this one. 0 in the ones place, 0 in the ones place, 7 in the tenths place, 7 in the tenths place, nothing in the hundredths place, nothing in the hundredths place. That means they're equal. They look a little bit different, but they're equal. If I was to write it as a fraction, you don't have to do this, but just to show you, that's 71 hundredths. This is 7 tenths, but if I make it hundredths, it's going to be 70 hundredths, isn't it? So they're equal. 10 and 3 hundredths or 10 and 3 tenths. Go to 1 in the tens place, 1 in the tens place, 0 in the ones place, 0 in the ones place, 0 in the tenths place, 3 in the tenths place. That one's bigger. 12 and 68 hundredths, 12 and 8 tenths. 1 in the tens place, 1 in the tens place. 2 in the ones place, 2 in the ones place. 6 in the tenths place, 8 in the tenths place. 3 and 42 hundredths or set 3 and 75 hundredths. That one's easy, isn't it? 3, 3, 4, 7. 7's bigger than a 4. Okay, 4 and 21 hundredths or 4 and 12 hundredths. And a 4 in the ones place, 4 in the ones place. 2 in the tenths place, 1 in the tenths place. 2 is bigger than 1. These are easy compared to what we've been doing this week. Today's lesson is so much easier. 2 in the ones place, 3 in the ones place. 3 is bigger than 2. We didn't have to go to the decimal numbers that time, did we? 4 in the ones place, 6 in the ones place. 6 is bigger than 4. 1 in the tens place, 1 in the tens place. 2 in the ones place, 2 in the ones place. 7 in the tenths place, 7 in the tenths place. Nothing in the hundredths place, nothing in the hundredths place. They're equal. 1 in the ones place, 1 in the ones place. 9 in the tenths place, 2 in the tenths place. 9's bigger than 2. 23 tenths. What? 23 tenths? We got to break this apart into tenths. 10 tenths, 10 tenths, and 3 tenths. That's 1, 2. Got to write it as a decimal so we compare. 2 and 3 tenths looks like this. 2.3 and 2.3. 2 and 3 tenths, 2 and 3 tenths. They are equal. Next one. 1 and 4 hundredths or 1 and 4 tenths. Let's write it out. 1 and 4 tenths. Well, 1 in the ones place, 1 in the ones place, 0 in the tenths place, 4 in the tenths place. 4 is bigger than 0. 6 and 7/100ths or 6 and 7/10. 6 and 7/10 looks like this. 6 in the ones place, 6 in the ones place, 0 in the tenths place, 7 in the tenths place. 7 is bigger than 0. 45/100ths or 45/10ths. Let's decompose like we did yesterday. 10/10ths, 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 10/10ths. There's 40/10ths. 5/10ths more. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 wholes and 5/10ths more. Looks like that. 0 in the ones place, 4 in the ones place. That's greater than. Okay, 127/100ths. That's going to be 100/100ths and 27/100ths. Written out, that's going to be a 1 and 27/100ths, like that. 1 in the ones place, 1 in the ones place, 2 in the tenths place, 7 in the tenths place. This is pretty easy, isn't it? Last one, 6/10ths. What's it look like? 6/10ths. 66/100ths. What's it look like? 0 in the ones place, 0 in the ones place. 6 in the tenths place, 6 in the tens place. Nothing in the hundredths place, 6 in the hundredths place. And that's how you do today's assignment. A little bit easier today. Have fun finding greater than or less than using these decimals. Get on it.